Their Amumu is in the jungle at the race. They must hear him, and the Cho'Gath and the Jarvan are on bot. So they must. So compLexity must have a roamer, and they're going for dual jungle. That's freaking weird. I know the Trundle's going to be jungling, but oh, Hotshot's just going to be roaming with Alistar. There we go. There goes down blue buff, and wow, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they're doing a roaming. Well, I guess they definitely want to get the Cho. The Cho and the Ryze are both really good solo laners, just due to Ryze's long range and his burst ability. And Element's Cho is another really good strong solo laner, just because of his passive and knockup and everything that has to do with that. But it looks like Jarvan and Maokai will be splitting up together. And man, Chaucer's such a good oh, we have an engagement going up here a little bit. Big Fat LP and Gragas heading it out. And I think Gragas has the advantage in this lane, just due to Gragas' early game power. He's such a bitch in lane. Yeah, look at that. I mean, if you can land these barrels, Ryze is definitely going to have to go back before. Oh, we have an engagement coming in with the Amumu and, and Elements and Hotshot, but they're no casualties there. They're going to get out safe, and I would say if that Amumu got a really good bandage toss, then they could be in trouble. But no such luck for Team compLexity. And let's have a quick look at Corki's got 23 and Ashe has got 20, so about even in mid lane. Ryze has got 10 and Gragas got 10, and then yeah, so pretty much even except for Hotshot and Maokai. Oh, Maokai's doing a roam as well. I have no idea, just because I can't really see, but I would expect Maokai to be pretty much stay at the bottom if Hotshot is also there. Ooh. I just saw Corki take a hit from that tower. Yeah, so there it is. But I'm just going to focus on the Big Fat LP up here at top playing the Ryze. He's just going to get some last hits. He really has to stay kind of passive with Gragas at top, just because Gragas is such a pain in the ass to play against in lane, as he can pretty much spam his... Oh, here comes Maokai coming in for a gank and going in for the stun. Oh, here comes Body Slam, and yeah, Big Fat LP has to use his flash to get out of there safely. But that's actually a really strong combo. Both Maokai and Gragas can close the gap with their abilities, with his stun and with Gragas' Body Slam. And wow, he's got 900 health at level 5. You gotta be kidding me. He's got some crazy... Oh, here comes a gank on the Corki. He's probably gonna use his Valkyrie to go across the wall. Oh no, use Valkyrie to get into this bush, and he's just gonna be fine. Amumu is here to support the Corki, while Hotshot is heading up towards top. Maybe get a gank on this Gragas with the Trundle. So that's actually really strong. The strength of a roaming Alistar is so you can get with your jungle. Oh, they find Amumu in the bush though. They're not going to go for him, and because Amumu was in that bush, that gank is kind of foiled. And oh wow, Maokai up top as well. Yeah, Maokai's up top, whereas Elements and Jarvan just kind of fighting it out. There's nothing really this Jarvan can do to Cho'Gath as long as he keeps last hitting. Wow, he hit that rupture, so that's pretty good. Hotshot just coming up here to support Big Fat LP, give him some health as he uses Overload to last hit that Canyon minion. Oh, whoa! Alistar gets caught out of position a little bit. There's 3 people. There's Maokai, there's a Gragas, and a Amumu over here. And so they need to be careful on this top lane. They're really putting some hard pressure on this top lane. They do not want to get this Ryze his farm, because once he gets some farm, he's just as tanky as maybe not the Alistar, but pretty close. He's pretty close to Alistar without his ultimate. And he can do so much crazy damage because his tanking items give him damage, which is pretty amazing. Ryze, one of the best caster champions. Oh, and looks like Elements is pulling the creeps away from the tower, but to no use. He's going to take too much damage if he does that. And oh, he's just using his Rupture and Scream Clear. And as Oh, Chauster made Corki go back as Maokai covers mid lane for him. So he must be winning the lane, at least in the oh no, 48 creep kills to Ashe and 55 to the Corki. But he must be putting more. He's going to out-level him now, as he's already level 7 and Corki's level 6. Let's see, we got Cho'Gath getting 40 to Jarvan's 32, so he's winning the lane. Elements is winning the lane. And Rise has got 24 to Gragas' 33, so Rise is losing the lane slightly to Gragas, as he's getting harassed more, but Gragas he can just clear that creep wave so easily. And oh, now Corki comes, or Earth Corki comes back to mid lane, and he's probably going to push Chauster back with his with his missiles. Oh, he he used his pretty much his three hit combo just to clear some creep waves. And as Big Fat LP is going back, and he's probably going to buy his boots, and no, he won't be able to finish off his catalyst. But what has Gragas got? He's only still got his he's only still got his Doran ring, and wow, a really early Oracle from the Trundle. I'm surprised. He's gonna just try and clear out some oh, what do you call those things? Wards. Yeah, trying to clear out some wards. I want to see. He's only got 19, so he doesn't have that many AP runes, but he's using a lot of. He must have a crazy amount of regen, because I've played Gragas quite a bit. Oh, we got a gank coming in. Oh, whoa, gank coming in on mid from the Trundle, and I can't really say that that was gonna work at all. But let's just see. Not a lot of action. No kills have had, no first blood yet, and it's 10 minutes into the game. That's pretty a passive game, or they're both being really conservative. I would say most Corki is winning the lane, mid lane, but that'd be pretty much assumed, just because Corki can clear creep waves a lot better than Ashe can. And whoa, that's funny. And looks like He picked up an early catalyst, which is good. It makes you stay in lane a lot easier. But I like going early tier on Corki. That's just me, and that's also what Reginald does from Team Solo Mid. He likes to pick up Man Immune. And looks like Gragas had to go back, so this is allowing Big Fat LP to catch up to Gragas in terms of farm, unless he's in the. Oh no, there's Gragas. So they just saw that they put down a ward, and Trundle definitely wants to go put that down. Oh, and they have a pink ward there. Wow. So they don't really need an Oracle there. Looks like Trundle might be going for a gank on. Oh no, they have a ward there, and Trundle takes that ward out, or I think he did. He should have. And Hotshot finds Pondar's the Amumu back in there, but in comes Corki, and he has to use his flash to get out of there, or else he would have died definitely, as he's only level 4. So that's the one weakness of Alistar as a roamer, but he just cannot find to get his levels. But he is out leveling the roaming Maokai, and I don't know about Maokai being such a strong roamer. He does have a stun, which is great, but he definitely needs his levels to be effective. And I'm seeing a lot of Dota comparisons here due to the roaming support players, roaming support tank players. But it doesn't really happen with tank players in Dota, except for maybe the Earthshaker. But it's just really wanting to get their solo lanes. They really want to have the early game advantage to let their solo lanes win their lanes, and giving them the huge early game advantage. Okay, so Hotshot is spotting out Maokai, and they're just tussling a little bit. Whereas Elements, wow, he went back, got his catalyst, and he got a ward, but he already got his catalyst, so he's farming really well. And Chaucer is farming extremely well. He's got his BF sword, which is hard to get as your first item, item in a pro game. Oh wow! So Earth comes back, and he's got his tier. He's gonna go for a pretty early Man Immune, but he got that catalyst for lane staying power and for more health, stuff like that. I kind of like that build actually. Gives Corki a lot more tank, but he cannot clear creep waves as he can't farm as well as if he went for early tier. And starting a tier early as possible will give you obviously more mana by charging it up. And let's see. So wow, they're just leaving LP to farm top. He's got 69 creep kills. Wow, Corki, he's got 109, and Chaucer's got 96. So as to be expected, Chaucer is farming like a crazy man. He has not left this mid lane, and he is pretty much landing every last hit except for that one, which is very hard to do with Ashe. Ashe is one of the hardest farmers, maybe solo farmers, as she cannot clear huge creep waves in one go like Corki. All he has to do is phosphorus bomb and his ultimate, and he clears out these waves, and that's what he's going to be doing. He's just going to keep so he's just going to be using his ultimate to clear the caster minions out of the way, and he just used his phosphorus bomb to get a little harassment and to clear out that last minion. So yeah, really easy to farm. Difference between Corki and Ashe, but Ashe is a better late game carry as she's got better range on her auto attacks, whereas Corki has to be kind of up close more to get his extreme damage in. I mean, yeah, he can poke really well with his ultimate and stuff, but it's really not the strength of late game Corki. And LP's farming really well. With Gragas coming back up, Gragas picked up a blasting wand, and he's got 2 Doran's rings. So I like that build. Gragas needs early game AP, but he also needs a tank as he doesn't. Oh, wow! They see. How did the hell do they see Amumu in there? Amumu does not realize that. Huh? That's really weird. We have a gank coming in from Hotshot. Maybe they will get the Earth. He headbutts him over there, pulverizes, but Chaucer's not going to be able to be close enough. I don't know what he's thinking. He's just putting some pressure on on the Corki. And wow, no one has left lane yet. No one has pushed down a turret. This is a really big sign of a pro game. No deaths yet. What? This is fucking ridiculous. 106 kills on the Cho'Gath, whereas Jarvan, oh, he's got almost 100. But I would say Elements is definitely winning the lane, as Cho'Gath is one of the hardest solo characters or champions to go against. And let's see, we have still not a lot of action going on. We have a solo dragon being taken by Trundle. I don't know. They do know that they don't have it, as Trundle has the oracles. I don't know if they're gonna be able to stop this, or at least know that this is happening. Oh, we have a encounter going in by the Amumu. Amumu's definitely going to go down from the Ashe Arrow. Oh, Ashe Arrow hits the Gragas instead, and they use Flash to take out the Amumu. And now it looks like Gragas is definitely in trouble. He uses ultimate to get away, but oh, great Flash, and he uses his body slam. Oh my goodness. Nubby Pooh Bear with a great escape. Uses his ultimate to go into the bush. Both Rise and Chaucer goes into the bush to chase, and he uses Flash and his body slam to get distance away from them. What a great escape. There's nothing really that CLG could have done to get that kill. Holy crap. There's no way they would have known that was going to happen. And it looks like Ashe and Rise are going to put some good damage on this tower, and this tower is definitely going to go down. Ashe is outputting. Whoa, she picked up her pickaxe and her Berserker Greaves, so she's almost at her Infinity Edge at 16 minutes. That's pretty damn good. And yeah, and wow, CLG picked up a dragon unbeknowingly from team compLexity, and Maokai is just going to put a little damage onto the bottom tower there, as Elements had went back and picked up his giant belt and Mercury treads. And look at roaming Alistar just picks up a Doran shield, and oh, yeah, he went boots first, so he just picked up a Doran shield just for some lane staying power, and he's picking up some solo lane experience as he's really far behind. I mean, oh, Ashe Arrow missed. Oh, as the Trundle comes in with the Pillar of Filth, not far enough, or not close enough to this wall for him to be trapped and having to go around, but if that arrow had landed, it would have been a very different story. Let's check some farm out. 127 from the Cho, and Ashe has got 122. Really good farming. And Rise is at 91. He's picking up A lot of farm. He can farm a lot more now with his tier and his catalyst. Yeah, it was catalyst makes his overload hit a lot more. But with his tier, allows him to overload and spell flux and rune prison. That many more creeps. That's really how a Rise is gonna get his super farm up. Yeah. So look at this. He's just fluxing, using all his spells as he's gonna have crazy mana regen. And all Rise needs to do is keep enough mana for a couple combos, which isn't too much. It's about 500 mana. So as long as he keeps his mana up above around 500, he should have enough. I don't know what Hotshot's doing here in the freaking dragon area. He looks like he's waiting for a gank to come here, and he's gonna flash over. Oh no, they know there must be a ward inside dragon, so they do know that he's there. Oh, and they're trying to bait onto that ward. They saw him place that ward. They must have. But Maokai's going to get that ward uncontested. And now LP, yeah, he just gained about 20 creep kills since I last checked. And now Maokai is trying to put some damage, or trying to put some pressure onto elements, but with such a low level Maokai, he's not really going to do anything. Just Cho'Gath is so hard to stop. He's got so much health. He's got 3,000 health. It's 19 minutes in. That's ridiculous. He's got his Corki Atlanta got his. Let's just go back. He's got his Man Immune, and he's got a Negatron Cloak with the Null Mantle. They're really looking to counteract Big Fat LP's consistent damage early game. Let's see what the Jarvan picked up. Jarvan has a Null Magic Mantle, and he picked up the Sunfire Cape. So he went for big item early instead of a lot of little items. And wow, they put down a counter jungle ward just in case that Moo wants to pick up his blue, and they know that four complexity players are heading around the Baron area around blue, but they really can't. Oh, put a hawk shot over there. Check him out. Looking for a team fight, whereas Jarvan and Elements are just still fighting it out. 20 minutes, they're still laning. That's pretty freaking crazy. And Elements, I'd